can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
in Pittsburgh. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Titan ball carrier.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Tennessee.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tyson Alualu forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got him on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what...
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A.J. Brown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The Steelers' 49-yard line.
Again, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
It's a game.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This is Henry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 30 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Johnson now returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their background.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gostkowski the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Ben leads to Counter on the draw.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Counter. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. 28. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Derrick Henry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. TJ disruption. He gets the sack. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Snap for Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They start the drive with Connor. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jack Crawford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jayon Brown. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Brings up second and 9 at the 34-yard line.
On second and 9, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Titans.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
33-yard line.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Wormley. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. 31. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. Where am I on my own? They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
First carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Titans.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tannehill throwing complete there to Humphries. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill throwing again. Smith catches left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Stephon to it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead the Steeler offense.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum building. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Third down and 1.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This is counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's third and 10.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Johnson on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a 1st down as well. They'll run with Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, here's Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackle. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 24-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
4 yards.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second and long. On the draw, Connor. Room to run inside the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Tackle made at the 36.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
3 brings up second and 7.
On second down, it's Henry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Draw play. This is Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They start with a give to Connor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Made by Jayon Brown.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filming their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 33-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
At the 23-yard line.
Tannehill on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, fighting off the defender. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week as they knock off the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have his Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of 2 yards.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check it back, check it back. 44.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
3-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
At the 25-yard
from the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And a ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Here's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Tannehill's pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
45-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. And the Titans 1st down.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Good tackle made.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They're calling out a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 18.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important here?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour whirlwind. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other way.
And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive will start with Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
There it is.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 81 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Tannehill's pass.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To the air again, Tannehill. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 35.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 65 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
The 2-point conversion.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Darren.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It
certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They find Humphreys. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Tannehill throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run is counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now Ben going to give this one to counter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Check, 154, 154. Man, I got you.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking to part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
today's final.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, tired of trying. Go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about your brother, protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top I was young, get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire.
habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is who's ready to work. I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out and prove it to me. Show me what you got.
All right, now. Black 80!